All right, the fourth and final of the ADHD for yoga asana classes. So Prayatna Shatilyananta Samapatibhyam. The intensity never ends, so relax, 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 and meditate on the infinite space within. So in some ways, this kind of a class is more challenging than the ones that our body is moving, particularly for us ADHD folk. When you're moving your body and connecting your breath with that movement, it helps us settle into a state of meditation. And maybe in those last 3 classes that you've done, you've been able to find that you've created a moving meditation and begun a meditation practice that you probably didn't think was possible for you because you're like, no way, I cannot settle this puppy down. So this offers a different challenge because it's a restorative practice, and we're going to get into a position and then stay. And then this is why we think we can't meditate. So we're going to stay for a while in each spot, and your brain is going to turn on, and that's okay. Your job is to notice what comes up without judgment. And maybe even welcome it with a sense of friendliness and curiosity, and let it be. And just relax, relax, relax. We tell people all the time, well, I can't relax. I don't know how to relax. I'm not a relaxer. But do you practice? Because for us, it's a learned practice. We have to train ourselves to chill the F out. So that's what we're doing today. You need a bolster and a strap. To get started, just the bolster. So again, blankets, pillows, however you can find something that just sets you up a little bit. We're going to start on the left side. And so your left hip is going to come right up against the bolster. And then your legs are just kind of pinwheeled. This one's at 90 degrees here, and this one's just back behind. I'm going to inhale, grow super tall on the side body. Exhale, slide my arm down, rest my head. This hand can stay on my hip. It can slide down my back to keep broad across the collarbone. Or it can reach up overhead and sandwich my head. Today I'm going with my hand behind my back. And then close your eyes and settle in. Every inhale, maybe just to make some micro movements to get a little bit lengthier in your ribs. And eventually you just stay. You keep the integrity. You keep a little bit of integrity in everything, but then let go. Relax, relax, relax. So over and over again, you return to your breath. You notice the sensation in your body, and you let go. You notice what thoughts come in without judgment. Maybe you label them. That's a thought about the past. Oh, that's a hope for the future. That's planning for the future. And you return to the breath that is actually in this present moment. and that you get taken away from that again with your thoughts, and maybe even some emotions are tied to the thoughts. You observe them and return to your breath. On an exhale, you're gonna bring both hands to either side of the bolster, turn your chest to the bolster. Inhale to press yourself back up to neutral, all the way back up. And just notice. And then inhale, grow tall. Exhale, this time you're gonna square your chest to the bolster. And come down, you're trying to get your sternum lined up on the bolster. And then turn your head so that you're coming down on the same cheek. Both arms come to either side. And if you're feeling like you got to do something, then it's just getting equanimity in your arms, maybe trying to balance the weight distribution in your right forearm as much as your left. And then let go. You maybe make some micro movements to your sacrum, kind of tuck it under, spread it out, but it's subtle, minor. Scan your whole self. Notice where there's tension. Notice where it's sticky. Notice where it's congested. And let go, let go, let go. On your next inhale, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back up to neutral gently. Close your eyes, take a pause, and just check in. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, square again. And this time when you come down, same thing with your sternum. You can either come with your forehead towards the ground, or if it's available to you, you're going to turn your head so that the other cheek lands on the bolster. Arms come to either side and settle in. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, gently return back up to neutral. Close your eyes and check in. And then we undo that same sequence. So inhale, grow tall. Exhale, square your body. Come on down to your sternum and turn your head back to the first cheek. And inhale, slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Gently press yourself back up. Close your eyes, check in. Inhale, get nice and lengthy. Exhale, send your left arm down, then your rib cage. And then you decide what you want to do with your other arm. On an exhale, you're going to turn your chest to the bolster, frame it with either hand, and press yourself back up to neutral. Close your eyes and check in. Flicker your eyes open. And to switch sides, you can just turn your back to the bolster and show up on the right hip, or bring it to the other side. Same thing, other side. So your right hip's right up against the bolster, legs pinwheeled. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, slide your arm. Rest your head. Decide what this arm is going to do. On an exhale, turn your chest to the bolster. Frame it with both hands. Inhale, rise up. Close your eyes. Check in. Inhale, grow nice and tall. Exhale, turn your sternum to the bolster. Keep the length in your spine, your rib cage. Turn back to the right cheek. Try to distribute the weight in your forearms evenly. And let go. Prayatna Shittilyananta Samapatibhyam. The intensity never ends. So relax, relax, relax. Your next inhale, slide your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up. Close your eyes. Check in. Inhale, grow really tall. Exhale again. Square yourself to the bolster. Come on down. If you can, turn your head completely. Come on to the left cheek. If that doesn't seem possible, then start for the first few breaths with your forehead on the bolster. Don't be attached to one side over the other. Whatever happened on the left may or may not be the same for the right. Probably not. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Gently press yourself back up to neutral. Close your eyes, check in. Flicker your eyes open. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, turn your chest. Undo, come on back down. And come back to the first cheek, the right cheek. Redistribute the weight evenly in both arms. And settle in. The inhales maybe give you a little bit or protect a little bit of your integrity in the body. And the exhales are all for letting go. Releasing, surrendering, relax, relax, relax. On your next inhale, slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back to neutral. Close your eyes, check in. Flicker your eyes open. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, send the right arm down. Rib cage. Head rests on your arm. And you decide what you want to have happen with this other arm. On an exhale, turn your chest to the bolster. Frame it with either hand. Inhale, press yourself all the way up. Close your eyes and check in. Flicker your eyes open. And we're moving on to the next. You could use a block for this next one, and I did say a strap also. So if you have that handy, they are helpful for the next couple that we're going to be getting into here. So I'm going to sit on the edge of the bolster. This is one of those that takes a little netty figuring it out, trial and error. Usually it doesn't land quite right on the first one, but eventually you get it squared away. So I'm taking the strap and making a loop around my calves, kind of high on my calves, just a little bit below the knee. And you always want the buckle like out in the middle of free floating space. So this is going to help my legs stay together so that I can relax, relax, relax. This first one, you're going to come down onto the bolster so that your shoulders are fully supported. And your head hangs down. You're reaching the crown of your head towards the floor. It doesn't have to reach the floor. Mine is a couple inches off, but my neck is all the way open and it's reaching that way. And then you got to figure out where your block belongs, netty. So that it's supported under your heels. Almost. And then for the first couple of breaths, bring your arms by your sides, palms face up. You have a little, so at first, these first couple of breaths, we're going to flex the feet, really extend the legs, push through the arms, open across the chest, let the shoulders descend, let the throat open, and then chill that all out. Let the feet go. Let the arms heavy. You did the work, you got there. Now chill. On your next inhale, bring your hands up to your chest. Bring your fingertips to your sternum. Exhale, take the skin away from your sternum on either side. Allow your fingertips to trace out to your shoulders. And then both arms come all the way out to the side. If that feels really awkward on your shoulders here, you can come down a little where it feels a little bit better. Or you can get blankets or a pillow or something to support your hands on the side if this is too much. You want it to be comfortable-ish. Maybe doing a little work, but so same thing, engage it all. Really spread those fingertips apart. Open the throat, and then dial it back. On your next inhale, bend the elbows, bring your hands to your shoulders. And then the next inhale after that, reach them up overhead and allow them to come down. Same thing, if you have another blanket or a pillow or a bolster to bring up above your head. You can interlace your fingers, like kind of connect your thumbs if that feels good. If it doesn't, then let them go. And then intensify everything, engage it. Exhale, let it go. On an inhale, bend those elbows again. Now bring your hands by your side, palms face down. Bend your knees, slowly move them off the block. Press into the floor, scoop your tailbone under, lengthen one more time. And then on your next inhale, chin comes to your chest as you press yourself up. Close your eyes, take a pause. Next one, last one. You're gonna, again, neti to figure this out, scoot back on your bolster. Your block's gonna have to come in a little bit further. And this time, instead of your shoulders being completely supported on the bolster, you can start with them there. And then drag your body down the bolster until you land. Like so, your chin is the opposite. Let me move that a little bit there. I'm not sure that was helpful. Anyway. In the last pose, your chin was fully open and extended. This one, it's fully flexed and closed, your chin towards your chest. And then you reach your legs out for the block. Arms come by your side first. Neti, get squared away. All the integrity at first. Exhale, release. Let it go. Inhale, bring your arms up into cactus. And you can leave your arms right here, or you can reach them overhead and grab for either elbow. Exhale, release your arms again. Bring your feet off the block, maybe onto the bolster even, and shimmy your belt off. To come out of this one, you're just going to continue to slide down the bolster to where you feel your low back supported. And then inhale, pick your low back up. Exhale, as you return to the floor, bring the bolster now underneath your knees so it supports your knees. And this is your Shavasana today. So your arms come in by your side. Knees of the feet just kind of roll out to the side and let it all go. No integrity. No muscle activity. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let it descend. Give your jaw a wiggle. Relax it. And then the little wiggle of your fingers and toes, the roll in your wrists and ankles, the bend in your knees and elbows, ultimately maybe a stretch overhead with a yawn. Oh. Knees come into your chest. Roll off to the side, use your arm as a pillow. Check back in with yourself. Just noticing the quality of your energy, the state of your nervous system. And when you're ready, keep turning so your chest is level with the floor. Inhale as you press yourself up. And you're going to find a comfortable seat so we can finish with our 3 breaths together. Use the bolster if you got it. Your hands come to your heart center, thumbs pressed to your sternum, fingertips wide. Exhale everything you got. Inhale fills her up. First one is the big sigh. And again. The second one is that slow blow through your mouth. And the third one, you exhale on your own through your nose as you bow your head to your heart. And take a moment to thank yourself, pat yourself on the back for 30 minutes of restorative, relaxed, deeply prayatna, shatilyananta, samapatibhyam. And know that the light of divinity that flickers inside the cave of my heart honors, appreciates, and values the same light of divinity that shines in each of you. Namaste.